in theaters beginning Friday. Ladies and gentlemen, we're always happy to have him, the lovely, the entertaining Steve Carell. Come on out, Steve. Good to have you here.
Good to be here.
That is a beautiful suit, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
Here's a couple of things that I know about you, personal facts that I know about you. You own some sort of dry goods store, a general store in your hometown.
I do.
You own one of those. You have a family. You have a boy and a girl.
That's right.
And you have an artificial hip.
I do.
Yeah.
And I'm most proud of the hip.
Wow.
I had it done about a year ago. We talked about it.
This was wear and tear from hockey.
Yes. At least that's what I say, because it sounds
Sounds good.
Macho.
Yes,
good.
it does.
I might have slammed a car door on it.
But it doesn't make any difference. It's hockey.
No, it's hockey. It was a hockey injury.
Now you're all rehabbed and ready to go?
Yeah. I essentially took a few months off, and I love it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so happy with my hip.
Is it right or left?
It's right.
Right.
And
now,
look at that.
I don't want to look at it. Stop that.
Fantastic.
I don't want to see that. Even with a biological hip, I don't want to see that. But now you're so fond of it, are you thinking about maybe doing the other one so you have a...
The other one is a little jealous. It's so, I recommend it. Even if you've got great hips that you should get. Mine is ceramic. It will last forever.
Are the ceramic ones the ones that periodically squeak? Or is that...
That was what they told me. They might. That was the one downside.
Downside? Nothing.
That's exactly.
That's what you want.
You want to hear me coming.
That's right, exactly.
It's great on a movie set.
Yeah, it's ideal.
And he walks to the kitchen.
Yeah.
Eat, eat, eat.
Now, but is there anything one can't do with an artificial hip that you used to be able to do with your real hip?
I thought you were going to say, is there something I can't do? Well, I can't eat with it. But but with the same. No, it's perfect. It does set off the going through.
No, it doesn't.
Airports.
No, it doesn't.
It does. They see it. Well, it doesn't set it off, but they see that there's something.
They see it. They see this
right
in there, and they think, but they must have seen so many by now that it's not a problem. Right?
You would think, but I still feel weird about it. Like I have to tell them that I have one. Oh, excuse me, I have a replacement hip. Mm-hmm. And generally, they act like I'm bragging about it. Mr. Rich Guy.
Oh.
The big replacement hip.
Yeah.
What'd you get, titanium?
So
graphite?
Like, yeah, you just wanted to do it for the fun of it.
That's right. That's right.
Elective surgery. In terms of the rehab, how long does that take? Not so long, a long time?
They don't give you any parameters. They say you might feel great in 2 months, mm-hmm. or it might be a year. Yeah. Everybo's different. I heard that a lot. Yeah. Everybody's different. Everybody is different.
But you're a young man, so that's always on your side, being young and in top physical condition.
I'm incredibly healthy and in top physical condition.
Yeah. And so now you forget you even had it, right?
I do, yeah.
Did you still play hockey if you wanted?
I do play. I play hockey still.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Now, stop it. For our viewers out there thinking about getting an artificial hip, what does a thing like that run?
I got a special. I think it was like $10,000.
That's not bad, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
That's not bad.
Hey, to be able to walk again.
That's right.
I was walking with a limp. Mm-hmm. It was not good.
And now we all saw him come out here, and plus they give you the old one to make soup. So we're making money left and right.
Actually, my hip marrow is very tasty.
Stop it.
Just
Stop everything.
Just a little ramekin on the
No,
side.
no, I don't want to see that. No, we'll be right back with Steve Carell, ladies and gentlemen. Steve Carell, ladies and gentlemen. Well, I remember when this happened, I think it was 1988, something like that, and it was a bizarre story. I think it took place in Pennsylvania, and it involved the DuPont family. I didn't know much about the DuPont family, except that they were involved in synthetic fabrics and chemicals and an old, wealthy industrial family.
Right.
We heard about this wrestling camp, and a guy got shot, and it was one of those things that was so peculiar that it kind of evaporated. And now you're the star of that story in movie form, and the movie is tremendous. You're glued to your set and to the screen, and your performance. And how did you decide this was a movie you wanted to do?
I wanted to work with Bennett Miller, and I wasn't campaigning.
This is the man who directed it.
He was the director. He directed Moneyball. He directed Capote, and he's a great director. And I was offered the part. I met with him. We discussed it, and I was offered the role. I don't think I was on anybody. I wouldn't have thought I was on anyone's list to play a part like this.
Well, no, don't be offended by this, but have you really serious, straightforward role like this in your movie career?
Not to this degree. No, not this dark, certainly. I mean, it was a really troubled guy, and I'd never played a real-life person either, so that was different.
Yeah. And he was a real-life person.
Yeah. No, I mean, like a character, like someone I could study, someone I could look at tape and try to emulate and try to pick up cues as to
well, it's
what
a
they
great
were like.
job because there's not a second you don't believe you're looking at the guy, which
thanks.
is all you can hope for the price of a ticket.
That's
by
nice
God.
of you. Thanks.
And well, to take people through the story. It begins. We know there's trouble the minute we see you, because what was your assessment of the man's? He was troubled by things.
He was. He was the heir to the DuPont fortune. He grew up in this enormous house outside of Philadelphia, essentially just he and his mother, who, by all accounts, was a chilly woman. So there wasn't a lot of love. His parents divorced when he was 2, and his siblings were much older, so he was by himself. So he was not a very adept person socially, and as he grew older, he was just, it was sad. I mean, he did terrible things, but I had empathy for him at the same time. Because
what was his preoccupation with Olympic wrestling? Where did that come from?
Well, he was a sportsman. You know, he liked to surround himself with athletes. On his farm, Foxcatcher, they had swimmers and people who participated in horse racing and those type of sports. And he loved wrestling in particular, I think, because it was not a sport of the elite. It was a very simple, a very basic sport, a very ancient sport, and it was a sport that his mother did not condone at all.
Considered it to be a low sport.
She did. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
your co-star in the film, based on the Schultz brothers,
right?
Dave and Mark Schultz,
right?
Both Olympic gold medal winners.
Yes.
Right.
And so he invites both of them to his estate. He wanted to start this training facility for Olympic wrestlers on his facility, and set himself up as the coach, which is sort of absurd because he knew nothing about wrestling. He was not good at it.
Yeah.
So Bennett Miller describes the movie as funny until it's not funny, and then it's not funny at all. Because, I mean, it's...
Wait a minute, are you talking about tonight's show, ladies and gentlemen? Because I'm sitting right here. And I had a technical question. The only apparatus that you use in the film that's not you appears to be a prosthetic nose. The man had a nose larger than yours.
He did. He had a very large nose.
If that's possible.
Thank you.
And at one...
I withdraw from this interview.
At one point, Mr. DuPont is snorting cocaine, and I'm thinking, holy crap! It's you have a phony nose and you have a straw, how do you make sure you get it? You know what I mean?
That nose was full of a lot of fake cocaine by the end of the night. It was packed full of fake cocaine.
But how do you zero in on the straw to get it in the fake nostril? Because you know where your own nose is, but now you're dealing with an application.
You know what? That's an excellent question. And in all the research that I did, because I really went deep with this character.
Sure.
Apparently, I'm transcendent. But you just you feel
right.
You feel the hole.
Yeah. Talking about it.
I know.
I know.
Sorry.
Did you? Oh, my eye. All right, cut. Oh, my other eye.
Was that right? No, you were sniffing it in through what?
Well, it's a tremendous bit of acting, and we've always known that you're unbelievably funny on the big screen and certainly in television, God knows. But this is a whole different deal for you, and congratulations.
Thanks.
It's a great joy to watch this movie, even though it is dark, but it's such an unusual story. You feel like, oh, thank God I got to see this, because I'm telling you, at the time, it seemed so complicated as to not be, you couldn't figure it out. But
yeah,
now.
I felt the same way. I saw the story, and then it disappeared as quickly as it came on.
Right, and a sad ending. But where was the thing filmed?
Outside of Pittsburgh.
So it was filmed near the DuPont home?
In the same general region, yeah.
I hope you brought a clip. My God.
Yes, there's a clip.
A clip?
Yep, the clip is my character is meeting Mark Schultz for the first time. This Olympic gold medalist. Played by Channing Tatum, and he is fantastic in this movie. Yahoo! Exactly. He's in a singlet.
And playing Dave Schultz.
And playing Dave Schultz is Mark Ruffalo.
Yeah,
he's one of our finest actors.
Yeah. There's a scene in the movie, and I'm sorry if I'm giving something away. I just loved it, where you, John DuPont, slap Channing Tatum and call him an ungrateful ape.
Yeah.
Yeah, I enjoyed that. I've done the same thing to him. Here it is, Foxcatcher. Are you going to enjoy this?
Do you have any idea who I am?
No.
There's some rich guy calls you on the phone. I want Mark Schultz to come visit me. Well, I'm a wrestling coach, and I have a deep love for the sport of wrestling. And I wanted to speak with you about your future, about what you hope to achieve. What do you hope to achieve, Mark?
It's a great film.
Thanks.
It's everything you want in a movie, and a tremendous performance.
Thanks.
I mean, we always get a tremendous performance from you, but this is a whole different branch of, well, I've run out of words.
My performance has left you speechless.
That's it, exactly. Go see it. You'll love it. Thank me later. Steve Carell.
Thank you.
Congratulations. We'll be right back with Martha Stewart.